Hey, welcome back to English Ascent Daily. Let me ask you something. Have you ever known exactly what you wanted to say, but the English did not come out? Maybe someone asked you a simple question and your brain started working too hard. First, you made the answer in your language. Then, you tried to change it into English. Then, you checked the grammar. And suddenly, a simple answer felt difficult. This happens to many English learners. The problem is not always your vocabulary. Sometimes the problem is translation. When you translate every sentence in your head, speaking becomes slow. So start with small English thoughts. If you are hungry, think, I need something to eat. If you are tired, think, I need some rest. If you cannot find your keys, say, where are my keys? Do not wait for a perfect sentence. Use the English you already have. Your first goal is not to sound perfect. Your first goal is to speak without stopping yourself every few seconds. Think about how fast normal life moves. You are at a coffee shop in Boston. The person at the counter asks, what would you like? You do not have 5 minutes to build one sentence. You need a quick answer. A small coffee, please. That is enough. Maybe later you learn a longer sentence. Fine. But in real speaking, short and clear. English is very useful. A simple sentence that comes out is better than a perfect sentence that stays inside your head. Many learners believe they need more words before they can speak, but often they already know enough words to start. They know words like want, need, go, come, eat, work, tired, busy, later, morning, family, home, and money. These are simple words, but they can make many useful sentences. I need to go. I want some water. I am busy right now. I will call you later. I work from home. This is real English. You do not need a dictionary in your hand every time you open your mouth. A useful habit is to speak about what is happening around you. You can do this at home. You walk into the kitchen and say, I am making breakfast. You open a cabinet and say, I need a plate. You see that the trash is full and say, I should take this out. You look at the clock and say, I am getting late. These sentences are connected to real actions. That helps your brain remember them better because the words are attached to something you can see and do. You can also speak about your next small action. Before you stand up, say, I am going to get some water. Before you leave the house, say, I need my keys and my phone. Before you start work, say, I will finish this first. This kind of practice is simple, but it trains quick thinking. You are not translating a long idea. You are creating a direct link between the action and the English sentence. Do not try to make every sentence long. Long sentences can make beginners nervous. Start with one idea, then add one more idea. For example, do not force yourself to say, I could not go to the store because I had a lot of work and then my friend called me. Start smaller. I was busy. Then, I had a lot of work. Then, my friend called me. 3 small sentences can carry the same message. Clear English is still good English. Another helpful method is to answer simple questions out loud. Ask yourself, what did I do this morning? Then answer, I woke up at 7. I made coffee. I checked my messages. Then I started work. Ask, what do I need to do tonight? Answer, I need to buy groceries. I need to call my sister. I also need to clean the kitchen. You are giving your brain a job. It hears a question and learns to create an answer without translating every word. You can make this practice part of your normal day. You do not need a special desk, a notebook, or one quiet hour. Practice while you fold clothes. Practice while you make lunch. Practice while you wait for your coffee to brew. If you are alone, talk out loud. If other people are around and you do not want them to think you are giving a speech to the toaster, speak quietly or think in English. The goal is regular contact with simple spoken English. There is also something important about speed. You do not need to speak fast. Fast English is not the same as good English. Speak at a comfortable speed. Try to reduce the long pauses between simple words. If you say, I need to go to the store, your brain is still searching too much. Try, I need to go to the store. Calm and smooth is better than fast and stressed. Your speaking should feel like walking, not running downhill with one shoe missing. Sometimes, translation happens because you are trying to say something that is too difficult for your current English. In that case, change the idea. Use easier words. Suppose you want to say, I am extremely disappointed because the service did not meet my expectations. Maybe that sentence feels too hard. Say, I am not happy with the service. Same basic message, easier words, less pressure. This skill is very important. Good speakers do not always use difficult English. They know how to say the same idea in a simpler way. Let us say you are at a store in Dallas and you need help. You do not remember the word aisle. That is okay. You can say, where can I find rice? You do not need the missing word. Or maybe you forget the word receipt. You can say, can I get the paper for my purchase? It is not the most natural sentence, but people can understand you. Communication comes first. When you keep talking, you also learn how to handle small problems without panic. Many learners stop in the middle of a sentence because they want to correct every mistake. Try not to do that all the time. If you say, she go to work at 8, you may notice the mistake. You can correct it once. She goes to work at 8. Then continue. Do not turn one small mistake into a 5-minute grammar meeting inside your head. Your brain needs practice moving forward. Speaking becomes easier when you allow yourself to finish the thought. This does not mean grammar is useless. Grammar helps you speak clearly, but grammar should support speaking, not block it. You can learn a useful pattern and then use it many times. For example, take I need to, then make real sentences. I need to call my mom. I need to leave soon. I need to buy gas. I need to finish this. One pattern gives you many sentences. Your brain starts to remember the whole shape instead of building each sentence word by word. You can do the same with I want to rest. I want to eat something. I want to go outside. Then try I have to work tomorrow. I have to pay this bill. I have to pick up my friend. These sentence patterns are useful because they appear again and again in daily life. The more you use them, the less you need to translate. Another strong pattern is I am going to. It helps you talk about plans. I am going to make dinner. I am going to call Emma. I am going to clean my room. I am going to leave at 6. Now, imagine you live in Seattle and your friend asks, what are you doing this weekend? You do not need a perfect answer. You can say, I am going to visit my brother. We are going to have lunch. Then, I am going to relax at home. Easy, natural, and clear. You can also practice common reactions. Real conversations are not only long answers. Sometimes you need quick, natural responses. That sounds good. I do not know yet. Give me a minute. I am not sure. That works for me. Maybe later. I can do that. I cannot come today. These little phrases make speaking easier because you do not create them from zero every time. They become ready to use. Now, think about one common problem. Someone asks you a question and you understand it, but you freeze. Your brain says, make a perfect answer. Replace that thought with, give a simple answer. If someone asks, how was your weekend? You can say, it was good. I stayed home on Saturday. On Sunday, I met a friend. That is enough. You can add more if you want. You are not taking an English exam at the grocery store. One very useful exercise is the 3-sentence rule. Pick one small topic and say 3 sentences about it. Look at your phone. My phone is on the table. The battery is low. I need to charge it. Look outside. The weather is nice. The street is quiet. A man is walking his dog. Think about your day. I have work at 10. I need to send 2 emails. I will take a break at noon. 3 sentences are short enough to feel easy, but long enough to train real speaking. After that becomes easy, try 5 sentences. Do not make the sentences difficult, just keep the ideas moving. For example, I went to the supermarket. I bought bread and eggs. The store was busy. I waited in line for 10 minutes. Then I came home. Notice how simple that story is, but it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is how you build speaking strength, not with one giant sentence, but with many small sentences that connect. You can also practice changing one sentence in different ways. Start with, I work in an office, then change the time. I worked in an office last year. Change the person. My brother works in an office. Change the feeling. I like working in an office. Change the plan. I am going to work from home tomorrow. This helps you become flexible. You stop depending on one memorized sentence. Another simple trick is to describe a problem and then describe the solution. My room is messy. I need to clean it. My car is low on gas. I need to stop at a gas station. I am hungry. I will make a sandwich. I forgot my password. I need to reset it. This is useful because daily conversations often follow this pattern. Something happens, and then we say what we will do next. You should also practice sentences about feelings because they come up often. Keep them simple. I am tired. I am excited. I am worried. I feel better now. I am a little nervous. Then add a reason. I am tired because I slept late. I am excited because my cousin is visiting. I am worried because I have a lot of work. This helps you speak more personally without needing difficult vocabulary. If you forget a word, do not stop. Describe it. Imagine you forgot the word umbrella. You can say, the thing I use when it rains. If you forget microwave, you can say, the machine that heats food. If you forget pharmacy, you can say, the place where I buy medicine. This is a real communication skill. Even fluent speakers sometimes forget a word. They do not disappear under the table. They explain it another way and continue. You can train this skill on purpose. Choose 5 things in your home and describe them without saying their names. It is in the kitchen. I use it to keep food cold. Refrigerator. I use it to unlock my front door. Key. I sit on it when I watch TV. Couch. This makes your brain active. It teaches you to work with the English you know instead of waiting for the perfect word. Another reason people translate is fear. They are afraid someone will notice a mistake. But most daily conversations are not grammar tests. If you ask a cashier, where is the milk? The cashier will probably tell you where the milk is. They are not going to pull out a red pen and write a grammar score on your shopping cart. Your job is to make your meaning clear. Small mistakes can improve with practice. Try to build a few ready sentences for common situations in your life. If you work with people, you may need, I will send it this afternoon. Can you say that again? I need a little more time. I finished that task. If you often shop, you may need, do you have this in another size? How much is this? Can I pay by card? If you talk with neighbors, you may use, how is your day going? The weather is nice today. Have a good evening. Practice the English you are likely to use. Your home can become a speaking practice place. Choose one room each day. In the kitchen, talk about food and actions. In the bedroom, talk about clothes, plans, and your morning. In the living room, Describe objects and what people are doing. In the bathroom, use simple routine words. I am brushing my teeth. I need a towel. The mirror is dirty. It may sound basic, but basic English becomes automatic through repetition. You can also give yourself small tasks in English. Say, first, I will make coffee. Then I will answer my messages. After that, I will start work. Later, check what happened. I made coffee, I answered my messages, then I started work. This gives you practice with present, future, and past ideas in a natural way. You are not studying a tense chart. You are using English to talk about your real day. At the end of the day, try a short spoken review. Do not write a long diary, just speak for 1 or 2 minutes. I woke up late. Work was busy. I had lunch at home. In the evening, I called Jason. Now I am tired. If you cannot remember a word, use an easier one. Keep going. The goal is flow. You want your brain to learn that English can continue even when every sentence is not perfect. Some days will feel easy. Other days, you may feel slow again. That is normal. Speaking is a skill, and skills change with practice, energy, stress, and confidence. Do not judge your English from one bad moment. If you had trouble speaking at a store, that does not mean you cannot speak English. It means that moment was difficult. Practice the same type of sentence later and make it easier next time. You may also notice that some sentences come quickly while others do not. That tells you what to practice. If I need to go is easy, but I was going to call you is hard. Repeat the harder pattern with new examples. I was going to cook. I was going to leave early. I was going to text Sam. A few simple examples can help your mouth get comfortable with the sentence shape. Do not spend all your practice time learning new words. Use old words more. If you know 500 useful words but rarely speak them, they stay passive. If you use simple words again and again in real sentences, they become active. Active words are the words that come to you when you need them. That is what speaking practice should build. Here is another easy challenge. Pick one normal object and talk about it for 30 seconds. Maybe your coffee mug. This is my favorite mug. It is black. I use it every morning. It is a little old. I bought it in New York 2 years ago. Nothing special happened in that story. The mug did not save the world. That is okay. You are training your English, not writing an action movie. Then try a person. My friend Daniel lives in Austin. He works at a bank. He likes cooking. We talk on weekends. He is very funny. Then try a place. There is a park near my apartment. It is small and clean. I go there in the evening. A lot of people walk their dogs there. Simple topics are perfect because you can focus on speaking instead of searching for difficult ideas. When you practice, repeat useful sentences, but do not repeat them like a robot forever. Change one small part. I need coffee. I need water. I need help. I need more time. Then, she needs help. We need more time. This small change makes your brain flexible. It teaches you that a sentence pattern is a tool, not one fixed line. You can even practice short imaginary conversations by yourself. Ask, "Can I help you?" Then answer, "Yes, I am looking for a jacket." Ask, "What size do you need?" Answer, "Medium, please." Ask, "Do you want to try it on?" Answer, "Yes, thank you." Keep it short. This prepares you for real moments. Your brain has already walked through the situation once. Another useful imaginary conversation is making a phone call. "Hi, I am calling about my appointment." "Yes, my name is Laura Miller." "Can I change the time?" "Do you have anything after 3?" These sentences are common and practical. You do not need a partner every time. You can practice both sides until the words feel familiar. Remember, thinking in English does not mean you must think about deep ideas all day. Start with tiny thoughts. I am cold. This is heavy. I forgot my wallet. The bus is late. I need to hurry. These short thoughts are the bridge between understanding English and using English. The bridge gets stronger when you walk across it often. At first, your own language may still come into your head. Do not fight it. Just return to English. If you see a chair and your first thought comes in your language, say chair in English. Then say, the chair is near the window. Add one more sentence. I usually sit there in the morning. This gentle return is better than getting angry with yourself. The most important thing is to make speaking normal. Not a big event, not something you only do when you feel ready. Speak when you make breakfast. Speak when you plan your day. Speak when you look for your keys. Speak when you need to decide what to cook. Small moments add up. 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there can give your brain a lot of useful practice. So the next time English gets stuck in your head, do not ask, how do I translate this perfectly? Ask, what is the easiest way I can say this in English? That one question can change your speaking. Use simple words. Use short sentences. Keep the idea moving. Correct yourself when it helps, but do not stop every few seconds. Let English become something you use, not something you solve. And before you leave, try this right now. Look around you and say 3 simple sentences in English. Say what you see. Say what you are doing. Say what you will do next. No translation, no perfect grammar hunt. Just speak. This is English Ascent Daily, and I will see you in the next lesson.